Blessings, your girl is here. A few minutes late because I was trying to prep me a chicken salad. Because I know these holidays, if I'm going to cook, I'm like, okay, you need to just lighten it up for a little bit. Because I know when I cook, it's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. Girl gained her a little bit way back. And it's actually nice, but I don't want to be all over the dang old place. So you guys see the topic, because I didn't get a chance yesterday to cover the unbelievable competition, because this one is so good, y'all. This one is so good, y'all. And then the narcs plans and lies, we'll get into that one, and that's good too. I just didn't know how to title it because it's gonna, but you guys will get what I'm gonna say about it. So let's get right into it. All right. That unbelievable competition. Now, you guys already know about when, that fake narc friend or family members or whatever that always had a problem with you, and they always competing, or they just, never liked you, and you never done nothing to them. And sometimes you don't even know that this is happening. I remember one family member that growing up, we were cool, never no problem. Wasn't my favorite person to be with, but this person was older than I was, or I am, or whatever. And I remember talking to one of my family members where we had to attend something, and the family member was like, no, we had to attend something, but then after that I had an event, and one of the family members asked this person in the family, were they going to attend the event? Now, the event wasn't even about me. It was actually a birthday party that I was throwing for someone, but it was also going to be like a birthday party / family reunion, because we this side of the family, we never really got together, but everybody was invited. And the person goes, oh, I ain't gonna come to her thing because she didn't come to this thing. And the family member's like, cause I knew that you were out of town. I even told this person that you were out of town, but this person tried to make it seem like they were so concerned about why I didn't attend something, even though I had a legit reason, not to attend it. Even if they had a legit reason not to attend it wasn't my thing, this event that I was putting together, I would have understood. And all that did, maybe this is part of the competitional thing, but all that did was showed me and told me is like, oh, you don't like me, you have a problem with me, you have no reason to, feel some type of way about me, and you use the dumbest damn thing and the dumbest damn reason because you've been holding that in for so long. That's why I told y'all, it doesn't even really matter. It can actually be your own blood. But this person had to use this dumb ass reason to, just to say what they wanted to say. And even though they wasn't saying to me, first of all, even if this person hadn't even told me, I already knew something was with this person, because this person, always did little things or said little things where I knew that, and I know what it is. I know why this person, felt some type of way about me, and maybe even still feel some type of way about me, because jealousy is competition. So I'm tying it in. Jealousy is competition. I wasn't in competition at all, but jealousy is competition. Whether it was you're younger, you're prettier, you're more talented, you're more smarter, you're more outgoing, maybe you travel, maybe you do all the things that they always wanted to do, but they can, but they don't. It's like having that one person that they can learn how to drive, But for whatever reason, they don't even want to learn how to drive. They just expect everyone to cater to them. This is before even Uber was out. They just want a ride, and everybody's supposed to cater to them and be on time and everything because they don't want to put forth the effort to learn how to do it themselves. So I took it as this person was just upset and mad for several reasons, but mainly because they was not me and they was not what I'm trying to say. They did not have the ambition. There you go. They didn't have the ambition that I had and have to do the things that I do, and they was feeling some type of way because some family members supported me and always support me, and they hated it. I remember like doing certain events at family reunions, and this person would talk all over the performance. That says a lot. The hurtful thing is when it's your family. So before my father passed away, I thank God for the conversation that we had where I was doing my thing, and I thank God that he allowed my parents to see, my passions, my gifts, my talents before they both passed away. And my dad was like getting upset. He was like, I was like, don't even worry about it. The ones that support what I do, they're listening. But I said, no, they're listening. It's okay. And I never liked to see my father upset. But he always just did not understand. And maybe before he passed away, he knew of this spirit. He knew of this demon. But he did not know of narcissism. Especially my mother. They just both, to me, they just didn't know of narcissism. And how dangerous it could be. And I felt some type of way before God called them home that I wish they did, because narcissists and narcissism played a big part on their transformation, going home to God, where they should have just been focusing on going home to God and, praying, repenting or whatever. Not saying that they didn't, but that's what a narc would do. They don't even give a damn if it will cost somebody that they think they love their soul. So that was just something I wanted to say. So let's go into this unbelievable competition. So this unbelievable competition is when a narc is getting, I'm on fire. Fire. When they old ass is getting they know that their time is running out to continue to be a narc where they have options. And even the ugly narcs, they may not have the look to, get all the supply that they need, but they have something. Maybe it's youth. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But as you get older, things change. Some things you keep, some things you cannot keep, some things you do, some things you cannot do. And what a narc cannot do is, as they get older, they cannot gain supply the way they did when they were younger, or the way they did when they had something to gain supply. A lot of videos cover where, and they always talk about the female narc. The female narc, they always talk about the female narc that always compete against their daughter, because that daughter reminds them of them when they were younger. And, they might have a beautiful daughter, and this female narc is in competition with their daughter. And you saw a lot of videos. Maybe you have, or maybe you haven't. But I know I saw a lot of videos where that female narc is in competition. Oh, you guys, okay, in competition with their daughter. You guys remember was it this year or last year? I don't know. Where that mother got pregnant by her daughter's boyfriend. And then tried to get out there and put her little video out there. I don't know how true that was. I don't know what happened after that. But it is what it is. They would literally compete against anybody. Their family members, work, friends, neighbors, and even their kids. Now, let's focus on their kids on this one. even their kids. So just like what I just said, that female narc is jealous because her daughter is a reminder of what she used to be. And now she doesn't have many options the way her daughter has it. So now she's competing with her daughter. She even may flirt with her daughter's boyfriend or her daughter's guy friends or whatever. And she might still be a little bit attractive. And even some of her daughters or even sons, friends be like, your mom is so beautiful, she's so nice, she's so kind, because that's what they do. You know, if you are the one that you're the daughter and you invite all your friends over, that female narc or even male would welcome all your friends and bake cookies or cook or whatever, and they'd be like, your mom, your dad is awesome. It can even be a grandparent. But I ain't gonna talk about that because that's a little bit gross. Even though what I'm saying right now is gross, because I'm about to shit it down on fire, y'all. I'm like leading up to where this is gonna go. So I always call my daughter my mini me. That is my mini me. And everybody, when they see my daughter, they be like, oh my gosh, she looks so much like you. My son just identical to my dad. And I love that thing. I love how the gene passes over. And because I have an uncle that all his grandsons look like him more than they look like the daddy. And I be like, yo, granddaddy face ass. And my daughter is my mini me. She's very beautiful. And I love my daughter. And the last thing that I would try to do is compete with my daughter. I do remember times, you know, me and my daughter had mommy mini me time. And I remember taking her to the Minnesota State Fair. And we were just walking around. It was just us two. Because there's plenty of times we just had time. And I remember when she was even like 11. And I'm going to get back to the Minnesota State Fair. When she was 11 and I'll be going to do something. And, you know, and she'll be like, Mom, I want to go with you. And sometimes I could take her. Sometimes I couldn't. And she'll be like, Mom, I want to go with you. And I'm like, okay. It was even time I would go to church. She'd be like, Mom, I want to go with you. And I'd be like, okay. And we had our mommy, you know, and mini me times. And one time we went to the Minnesota State Fair. We were hanging out and we were playing games and whatever she wanted to do. I just wanted to have time with my baby. Which kind of reminds me of the time I wanted to have with my mom and my mom. I used to be serious, like, Mom, I really want to take you out for breakfast ahead. My mom didn't even take it serious. She'd be late and all that, and I'd be getting mad. I was getting mad and stuff like, Mom really want to do this. She was late one time that we didn't make breakfast, but we made lunch. But I was so excited to spend this time with my mom, so I don't know if this was the same with my daughter. So we walking around the Minnesota State Fair, and some young kids, some young boys were like, hey. And she turns around, and he's like, damn, y'all look good. You and your friend look good. What's y'all name? And she got real mad, and she was like, that's my mama. And they didn't, like, believe her. And she was like, that's my mama. And she was like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to us or whatever. And, you know, I was like, you know, have a great day, young man, or whatever. And they were looking like, oh, that really was her mother. So, but it wasn't a competitional thing. You know, it just wasn't. And it was just like, okay, we went on about our day. But let me get into this when it's a competitional thing with a mother-daughter or a father-son. Ooh, fire. Because everybody always talk about the mother-daughter, but let me tell you about the father-son, too. Then I'm about to flip you. Put your real good wig glue on, your real good toupee glue on, and sit your ass down, because what I'm about to say, y'all gonna be the wind gonna blow back and y'all gonna be good because y'all put the strong glue on. Or some of y'all gonna be like, rip it off and throw it on the floor, because y'all gonna be like, But I promise you guys, if this is relating to you or you have a story, please leave a comment on this one. Oh, like and subscribe to your girl. I always forget to do that because I just, you know, but I figure out maybe I should just say that so the channel can grow, but it's growing. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. That competitional thing ain't no joke. Just like I said, the narc mother got pregnant by the boyfriend, and actually she caught them in action, and you know, she was more like the mother than the mother. The mother was looking like the child, and the child caught the mother, you know, as a child doing something that a child shouldn't be doing. Hope I said that right. So when it's a competition with a parent, and it's the only thing I'm talking about, because like I said, I'm not gonna go into grandparents or all the other stuff because I want to talk about that. When it's a parent, it really messes up the mental of the child, because the child don't really understand. Because when you're a parent, the children always think that you're right. Like, there's nothing wrong you can do. Anything you tell them to do is right, because you are their guardian, and you're supposed to, you know, raise them and tell them right. But some of these parents, they never was even raised right. And even if they were, they probably would, you know, got with the wrong people or whatever and became a narc. However, that they did not follow the right ways. Okay. So, like I said, the female narc can have a daughter flirting with all her friends, all her boyfriends or whatever. Same thing with an old male narc. His daughter and son can bring friends over, and he's, you know, acting like he's a teenager as well, and flirting with the son's girlfriend and or friend or whatever, or flirting with his daughter's friends or whatever. Like I said, it can be a daughter and vice versa. Even with the female, she can be flirting with her son's friends, you know, or flirting with her daughter's man or friends or whatever. But this is what y'all do not know. Oh, maybe do know. I take that back. My bad. This is what I'm talking about on this topic with that unbelievable competition. When it's a female narc with her son. Did I say that? Yeah, I did. When it's a female narc with her damn son, she's in competition with her son. And this gets deep, guys. She's in competition with her son, or she's narking and embarrassing her son, where she let me back it up. Where the son can bring over his friends, you know, teenagers, whatever. They can be gaming or whatever. And like I said, the female narc or the male narc can be like trying to, you know, accommodate and come off real nice. So maybe they'll make a dinner, make a snack, and give it to the boys. So now the female narc is in competition with her son, and he's bringing all his friends over and they're gaming or whatever. But then she's walking around in booty shorts and skimpy things or whatever. And, you know, leaning over, putting her breasts all in their face or whatever. And the son looking like, you know, Mom, what you doing? What you doing? This same female narc will literally, and I always try to ask myself, how did this come about? Will literally seduce one of her son's friends. Now, you got to understand that this is a teenager, so their mind not there, but they're thinking it's super hot, like, oh, my friend's mama's hot, and she likes me. That's just like the student that is having something with the teacher, because the teacher pursued the student, or the student pursued the teacher, but the teacher should have cut that off. But they was a narc too. A sick-ass narc wanted to be with a child. So this female narc ends up, you know, having this thing with her son's friend. So let's say they're gaming and everybody goes to sleep. It's a sleepover with all the boys. All the parents trust that they can go have their son go over there and whatever, and have this sleepover or weekend or whatever with their friend. So let's just say one of the kids don't go to sleep, and this is the one that female narc got her eye, you know, ears on eventually, because we're gonna talk about it. And she's like, oh you look so mature for your age. And I don't know what they said. I'm just trying to make it up as I go. Because I'm just like, what the hell conversation y'all had that this happened? So long story short, she ended up sleeping with the young man. Time go by and no one even knows about it. But then the cat is out the bag where they know about it. Because now it's not a secret, because now she's trying to have a relationship with this young man. And the son ain't cool about it. He's checking his mom like, this ain't cool, and whatever. And the son can get mad and move out and go to the other parent and tell the other parent what the mother did or whatever. And now the son's friend is dating their mother. Okay? And they can probably have other kids, but the other kids are younger. So the other kids don't quite get it. And now she's in this relationship with her son's friend. The same age. Meaning this can be her child. Even if they wasn't the same age. Still meaning this can be her child. And she's sleeping with this child as if it's a grown man. Now, she may even did it before this child was even at the legal age. But they didn't make the relationship official until the child or this teenager became of a legal age. Now, they may be 10, not even 10, 20, 25 years older than this child. Now they're in a relationship, and the narc woman lost her relationship with her son because of this damn sick ass relationship. It gets sicker. Let me keep on going. And now that the kid ain't friend with his friend no more, because this friend is sleeping with his mama, his mammy, his sick ass mammy, and done with both of them. And you know how they do. They'll go around and act like the kid was rebelling and they was this terrible kid. But they wasn't rebelling. They're responding to what the hell this is. So, and it can even go on for years. So now, let's see that this narc-ass mother got with the friend at 18. Now, the friend is in their 20s, so it's a grown man. But as they're getting older, this narc-ass mother is getting older too. Because narcs, when they go after young people, they do that for two reasons. Because they want to manipulate them and narc on them and destroy them because their life haven't even begun. And also make themselves feel younger and more beautiful or whatever. But they get embarrassed sometimes because people be like, oh, your son or your daughter. And they be like, the narc won't say nothing. The other person be like, oh, no, this my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my husband, my wife. And people be like, oh. Okay, so now this female trifling ass narc, and she do all her Botox and all her, plastic surgeries and BBLs and BB breasts and all this youth serum and maybe wear a lot of makeup or whatever they do to try to make themselves look close to this person's age because this supposed to be their man. How in the hell somebody that's the age of your son could be your damn man when you still training your son to be a man? You still training your son to be a man, and women shouldn't do that. It should be a man's job, but it is what it is if you're the only parent or you're, even if you guys are like co-parenting, but they stay with you. So they are with this person, and this child don't even know that they are narc. By the time they figure it out, I guarantee you. So let's just say the narc got with the son's friend at 18. By the time this person realize who this person is, they're gonna be in their damn 30s, and they're gonna be so narc aware. And if we're doing that at this day and age, woo, it's gonna be fire. Cause that person, I guarantee you, I guarantee you, you're gonna see their channel. I guarantee you, they gonna tell their testimony. And even before they even got with the son's friend, they got probably with the one of the son's friends before that. Oh my gosh, let's get into it. Marry them. Now this one ain't as young as the first one, but marry them. And all the family members of this young man are like dead against it, like don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But they do it anyway. And then the narc could be like, so the narc could be like, you know, because they always smearing. That's what they'll do. They'll start smearing because they already know it's going in. They'll be smearing like, oh, I told him to get a job, but all he's doing is playing video games. And oh, I told him this and clean up that, but I'm doing all that. What the hell you expect, stupid? You married a child, you're dating a child, and you're trying to make them a man, but they still need to get over these levels to get to that point. And then, so they go around smearing them to adults, and everybody would be like, yeah, I understand, but they're not, you know, addressing that you just married a child. But this one, because they was a little bit older than 18, was out. They was out. And then what they do is they'll try to make it seem like that you're the narc. So when they're with you, they're narking all over the place, and this young person don't know how to deal with their emotions. So they express it angrily, violently. So that narc is trying to make everybody think that they're the narc. Like, oh, I told them to take out the garbage and they punched the wall. No, they didn't. You did way more than that. So they did this and they reacted this way. And then they'll be like, oh, you know, oh, because they fire. Another reason why they are with them is because sex. So younger people have a really good sex drive, and it's a little bit higher. And so they don't want to be with a person their age or older, because as you get older, sex drive changes. It's different for women and men. I was told, and I did some research, that women's sex drives go up in their 40s, and men's sex drives go down in their whatever. I won't say 40s. I'm just gonna say 50s because I can't remember. So if you were married and you married someone that was your age, and you guys are pretty much the same age, and the sex is different because women's go up and the man can go up, but he can't perform. Especially these narcs that please themselves. They please themselves so much that the thing don't even work no damn more. So then they get older and they're trying to figure out, and they loving that God allowed these people to create the blue pill. God didn't, but he allowed it. He allows a lot of things like this female narc or male narc. Oh, let's talk about the male narc. I remember this story where the male narc was the godfather of this young woman. Married her at 18. Everybody was against it. Married her. How in the hell that you're going to be the godfather, meaning you can actually be the parent, bottle feed them, play with them, change their pamper, powder their ass. Can you imagine how sick they was powdering the baby's ass? Couldn't wait till it got to a certain age so they can. How sick is that? They sick and nasty as hell. And then they're groomed, grooming, or they groom that the child because they the godparent or whatever. They groom the child, and I wouldn't put it past it if they were like sexually molesting that child as they grew up. But some of them may not. Waited till the child got like 14, 15, and be like, oh, you turn into a handsome young man, or you turn into a beautiful young woman, and you know the child looks up to them and all excited about and happy what they said. I remember being 14, and I wasn't never a female that everything plowed on me. Actually, I didn't like pop out until I actually got pregnant with my first child. I was always thin. I didn't have anything going on or whatever. But I remember visiting my dad, and my dad had several friends that I knew of that they, you know, really, really close, and all of them was cool. except for this one, where when I became 14, I think I was in 8th grade or going into high school, I think. And I was still a child. And I remember this friend of my dad's, and he was visiting my dad, and I was visiting my dad, but I was about to get ready and go, and I was gonna walk and go get on the bus. And he came out, he was like, "Oh, you got so big, and you look like your dad, and you're so beautiful." And he comes down, and I called his name like, "Hey," blah 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 blah. And he proceeded to pick me up. And at that point, I'm 14, and I'm thinking like, you shouldn't be picking me up. And I felt very uncomfortable with him picking me up. And I told my dad, because I ain't never was a quiet child. I told my dad, and I never saw him again after that. I told my dad. Because the way he picked me up was just very, very inappropriate. And I told my dad. And these kids can tell their parents that they're being very inappropriate. But this is the unbelievable competition, because the kid don't even know that they are in competition with their parent. And the parent is also getting their narcs feel, their narc supply. And I know it's a little odd what I'm saying, because you're like, oh, that just sounds like it's not competition. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this was the twist to the whole topic. It's because you never would have thought that a female would be in competition with her son. I'm on fire. Especially if her son was in the LBG community. I ain't even think about that one. Especially if her son was in the LBG community. She really in competition with him, because she feeling some type of way, because she may be embarrassed or didn't expect her son to be in the LBGQ community, and she's embarrassed, but she doesn't let the child know, and she doesn't let her family know. She act like she's all cool with that, but flirting with his partners or whatever, thinking she can change them, or thinking that she can take them away from her son so he can go the other way. It doesn't even really matter. I told y'all this was gonna be something. That competition, that jealousy, that envy, that's something else, and it's so pure evil. You gotta be a pure evil, sick ass to compete against your child, and then stalk and pursue their friends or their girlfriends or their boyfriends for yourself, because you are secretly in competition with your child, and the child don't even understand, because they don't know that. They don't know what a narc is. They can't believe their parent would do something like this. But they sick as hell. They sick as hell. That female narc that goes after these young boys, they sick as hell. And they most likely are the flying monkey to another sick relative in their family. I said it. They are more likely to be that flying monkey, because they don't want to be the only person in the family sick. So they team up with another sick family member, and maybe this family member do or don't do the same thing they're doing, going after the young people and, doing what they did. But they're still a narc, and they would ask this person to help them pursue and find someone else, because they can be in a relationship or married or committed or whatever, and this person, don't want to be the only narc, so they're gonna happily oblige, whatever. Okay? I told y'all, this is the reason why I want to take time with doing. This is the reason why I want to take time with doing, because these nasty ass things, these creatures, these nasty ass, and God allowed these things to be apparent. But you know what? God is good. Because a narc can be a parent and birth a child of God. But they also can make their children carry on the narc legacy. But for that one child that was like, this is, I'm done. I could not imagine. But I was raised in a whole different generation, so I really can't imagine my mother going after my boyfriend or narking on me, or my father narking on me. Now, I grew up in a certain generation where I could see it be a cousin, a sister, a brother. Okay. But that didn't even happen with me. But I could see that more than my parent. These babies be so damn embarrassed. But I pray. Because I do know a couple people like that. And I pray that these young people wake the hell up. I don't want to say this one young woman's name, but she's over in the lab, in the group. Her name started with an H, and she got into a relationship with an old ass narc. And she was young and beautiful. I think this old ass narc was older than me, and he narked on her and treated her so bad and did this and you'll be like, you have the damn nerve. Your dumb ass didn't even have no option. You 50 something. This person is, I can't tell that person age, but this is the leading to the grandpa age. And then you have the damn nerve. Because they try to program you and misdirect you and do all these things so that they can have that one major supply to the day they die. There for them. And then ruin their whole entire life just to be there for them when their life ain't ish. These nasty ass narcs. They are nasty. I don't even say unpredictable. They are predictable. But never underestimate these clown ass clowns. I'm gonna have to do another video. I had a narc though that, let me say this. When you get with a narc, even the first day that y'all make this commitment to be together, they are still looking for someone to replace you. They are still looking for someone to replace you. You're never, ever theirs. So I remember with this one narc, and in my brain, I was just like, okay, you fresh out of woo. And, maybe you just a little bit curious and, trying to have some fun because you never had that. Because some people that got in a relationship early or married early, they never experienced a single life. So some of us be like, oh, because we did. And I remember, I don't know if I was with the narc or close to being with the narc. I think I was. And I remember, because they can't, look, they can't keep nothing when they feeling so excited about something. They can't keep none of that under the wraps. So they'll tell you, but they'll kind of lie about it. And maybe they're trying to be with you and they'll be like, oh yeah, this person likes me and blah, 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 blah. And you be like, oh, okay. But let me tell you something about these damn narcs. You'll be like, oh. And then they'll be like showing you, because they might have met this person online or whatever, and they'll be showing you the profile and kind of showing you what the person said. But you see what the person said, but you kind of look at their profile. And you be like, damn, why'd you tell them that? Why'd you tell them this? Why'd you tell them that? And they could have been telling this person something that was true. But they shouldn't have. This is like me. If I was on a date profile and... Okay, sorry. If I was on a date profile, and I never will. If I was on a date profile, maybe I'll tell somebody, oh, I'm a school teacher. Okay? Now, everybody know, and we think that, and people are like, y'all really get paid. But we think we underpaid. whatever. And I might be like, I'm a school teacher, but I might got other things going on. So you know how you do the date profiles where it'll ask you for your income and your profession or whatever. So I might underestimate what I make or overestimate what I make or tell you exactly what I make. So when you get with these narcs, and like I said, day one, immediately there are searching or already was searching for someone else, but they scraped you up in the meanwhile because they don't know where that's gonna go. So you're looking at what the person said, and you're just like, why did you put that there? Crazy people are gonna come out and DM you because you said that, that, and it could be true or not to be true. And the narc could be like, because I don't know how to lie. I try to be honest. Anybody tell you that they don't know how to lie is a lie. It's a damn lie. Red flag, run for your damn life. Run for your damn life. So you can be like, okay, well, maybe they just meant they're honest. No, because they just told you they don't know how to lie. And everybody does that, whether you try to do it on purpose or not. Maybe you were driving and you did something, police pull you over and be like, oh, you ran the stop sign or whatever, and you're telling the cop like, no, I can't stop, and but you lying. So for these clown ass, demonic ass devils to tell you that they don't know how to lie, that's a damn lie. Because there's nobody on the face of this damn earth except for God, Jesus, the Most High, that never told a damn lie. That never told a damn lie. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't give a damn if you believe me or not. Be with that damn clown that told you they don't know how to lie, they never lie, or they don't like to tell lies and they didn't tell lies. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some people that don't like to tell lies. They'll say that. I don't like to tell lies. I try. God don't like that. But at least they're being honest. Because even when you want to tell somebody something that's not a lie, but you don't want to come off mean, you might rephrase what they're asking you or what you're telling them. And it may not be 100% truthful. Excuse me. Because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But it's still a lie. And I'm covering this because when I come back, I just want to talk about the one thing. So yeah, I covered that. I told y'all this one was fire. This one was fire. I really would like anyone that can relate or be like, oh, I knew that. When that female narc is in competition with her damn son. With her own damn son. I can't say the word. The devil be trying me sometimes. But sometimes I be, you know how sometimes you try to do a video and it's just bring the rage out of you because you just be, feeling emotional about what the hell you're talking about. So you just be like, rah, 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 but you're not really like that. But I hope this one was a good one. I'm glad I waited for today to do this one because I really wanted to take my time with this one. They are the worst. And it's funny though when they with that young ass man or that kid and they old ass and people be like, is that your son? They be looking all there with the bags up on their eyes and they be looking horrible, awful. Thinking they ass young and looking good and thinking that this young man can give them back their youth every time they in them. Okay? I just pray to God to wake them babies up. Run for your life. But you know what? When you with a narc, it's a gift and a curse. Once you wake up, that's the gift, that's the blessing. That's the gift, that's the blessing because you're a young person and you now become narc aware and you still got your life ahead of you. Just get out of it real quick if you know that something's not right. Because they try to brainwash these people, kids, to being with they tired, weak ass. Just like when you was with the narc. When you got out of it, Same thing. So with that being said, God bless you guys. I'm going to come in with the narcs plans, intentions, hoping and wishing. Because I really want to get over there to my salad. I made a really good chicken salad, y'all. Because I'm trying to be like, let me just eat healthy. Because I know when I get in that kitchen and turn up. Because I'm going to, and look, I'm ready to like let you guys know. Because I'm like, I'm going to save it. But I'm going to save it. Y'all don't even want to know what's on my menu. So with that being said, God bless you guys. I hope that this helps someone. I'm trying my best. I'm always different on each video. Sometimes I'm different on each video. But as I go, as I progress, things will change. But I'm still going to be me. Yes, I am. I'm still going to be me. And I love my babies. So I don't even know. They got to be sick as damn hell. Be blessed.